Hello. Oh, good. All right, let me go change my background. My cat's being he was being an asshole, and I realized why he didn't have any wet food. You know, a cat gets all their moisture through their food, so I had to hurry up and get that. Let's get it. Yeah, it doesn't show up well. Meow, don't, meow, don't. All right. So we are talking about positivity, how to stay in the positive frame of mind. A lot of times it's to get enough sleep. I got more than enough. I couldn't believe I've been really stressful week and such, so I was sleeping, and I actually haven't been up most of the day. I went and paid a bill about 10 o'clock in the morning. I went and got a phone call, the reminder, and I'm like, let me go pay it. So I paid the bill, and I left, and did some grocery shopping because I was hungry. So I went and got groceries, went home, and put my stuff away, and I'm thinking to myself, you know how you're like happy, you're like, oh yeah, you know. So here we are. When I get some people on here, I will be very happy to start smoking some weed. Right now, I don't have anyone here. So here, let me put some makeup on. Let's see, where's my cat must have played with it or something. I'm gonna kick that little cat's butt. Dang it. Well, today we're going to just put the powder on and be a little more natural. I'll put my lipper stickers. So anyway, yeah, they've had some here in Pahrump on the way over the hump. There's been an accident, and there hasn't been an accident like this. There was an accident early in the morning, uh, and then there was another accident recently. Just, and I'm like, wow, you know, it's a lot. So yeah, they had a lot of accidents, and I'm like, boy, am I glad I'm not out there driving. Let's put some big lashes on. I haven't had that in a while. Let me find my stuff to do my lashes. So anyway, yeah, I've been lucky that I haven't gone. I was if I would have been in Vegas and had to be back by 2 or leave at 2, I would have been waiting all that time and just getting home. Like, I think it would have been, they closed everything up. Well, let's see, if I left at 2, no, I would have been just there for the accident. I could have been in there. Yeah, who knows? I'm glad I avoided the whole thing. I really am. You know, I'm just glad that I was able to avoid being in any accident whatsoever. So I was like, oh, boy, am I glad that I didn't have to go anywhere. I mean, anywhere outside of my place here in Pahrump. I'm glad that I'm just here because they had to have one of them was airlifted, and I'm like, oh my goodness, that's a bit, you know. They had to airlift someone. God dang it. I should have gotten this all together. I can never, oh, there it is. It's because it's black and little. Maybe I should just put it, yeah, I'll put it off on the side from now on because I got my glue on one here, so yippers. My other one that I had as a secondary one, it, what happened was it, got all glued up in the thing, so I ended up, having to throw it out. So yeah, hopefully your weekend has been very safe, you know, because Lord, it's been something else. So anyway, yeah, it's been one of those times where you're thinking, wow, I hope everyone's okay. Twice they had to close it off. God dang. Is it the wind? The wind going around? Because I'm thinking that it got windy and maybe somebody just didn't, you know, the wind caught their vehicle or, you know. Uh, wow. Oh, crap. Oh, fuck it. Oh, hey, hi, how are you? Right now I'm trying to put on my lashes and I'm just about giving up because, there we go. Anyway, yeah, where I was talking about all the accidents that have been going on over in my neck of the woods, and I'm like, God, I wonder if it's like, you know, it's to do with the past, and I'm thinking maybe the wind's getting a bit much. People gotta take it easy. There. And then it's like, the weather. Wow. Our weather is wacky. It's like wacky tobacco. I could not believe it at all. So here I was going, wow, we got some wacky tobacco weather, you know? Speaking of which, let's smoke some. There. Perfect. These are, I haven't bought from Glenmatic in, ooh, I'd say 4 years. They're kind of spendy, you know? But this is Glamnetic called Birthday Bitch. It's staying on. All right. Oh, this one's falling off. Oh gosh. Hi, how are you? Thank you for your thumbs up. If you want to, I normally type, hey, come and join. Come and join the chat. Where are you from? Are you from one of the snowy states that are getting tons of snow? We haven't gotten any snow where I'm at, but we've had it on Mount Charleston. We can see that. And it's quite a sight. There we go. All right. Yeah, the magnetic one is not as strong as the glue one. I'm going to be very honest to that point. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I ordered some new toilet paper that was organic. Um, I started using, I usually use wet wipes that are organic. And what happened was I liked the wet wipes that I used, and, I seemed to feel fresher and all that wondrous stuff. Well, what happened was, I started using my toilet paper and I noticed something. The one thing I noticed was how my toilet paper um, irritated me enough to where I decided to get some new toilet paper. I said, nope, I'm not dealing with this. And so I did that. And one of my eyelashes fell off. Fuck. Oh, oh. I guess I gotta get some. These ones are sticking good. Okay, so let me try it again. There's always one that gets me problems. Doo-doo. Oh, and I also wanted to talk about preparedness and readiness. And I went, and apparently with all this stuff going on, there's a lot of people who are probably dealing with no power. And how are they listening to the radio or being informed when they have to be careful about their power usage? So what are they doing? Well, let's see. I went, and this was suggested. And I thought, well, that's a good suggestion. It's not that expensive. It was 25 bucks. It's on Amazon. Doo, 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 doo. And it comes in a case like this. And it's emergency radio. I charged it. It comes with a charging thing and the port. Doo, doo. Right over behind here. And it's accessible like this. And you put it, and you turn it on. This is like the red button right here, and you turn it on. And radio mode. There you go, radio. And up here you can hear the static. That's the radio mode. And then I wonder what. Oh, didn't mean to do that. I didn't know. Wow. So if you, oh shit. Well, it is an emergency, and it also has, you could put it out in the sun too. Well, I know well,
Hey, Devin, my appointment on Monday is only for consultation, not for the colonoscopy.
oh, quit it. All right, so they have many different ones, but they do have like the charging port. And could you move your big U-bot? No. All right. And behind here, like I showed, where you can charge this one, you can also get charging from this. You can charge your cell phone, and then you can, listen to your music and stuff like that. Like I said, it also has a hand crank. Let me put this down. Hand crank. I know how to use these because I had one before. And there's friends of mine who used to have, a whole bunch of them. Their kids got them for Christmas because they're in an area that goes out of power. And they usually figure this out. If it goes out of power, they're frozen stuff in the basement. They just don't open it up unless they have to. And they take their stuff out of the refrigerator. They figure out, but they also have this, so it's really good. Oh crap, I'll just take these off. All right. I'm gonna have to get a new one that's made for those, but yep. All right. So anyway, yeah, these are really great for, what's going on through parts of America. Well, here you go. You got this. And of course you have that woo woo. I didn't expect that, not at all, you know. So they got the tuning, and you can go on multi-band radio music player. So it's like, wow. So if you turn it on, radio. And this is like, I'm just trying to find. Hi, how are you? Yes, I got this on Amazon, and it comes also with this. Even though that we're not in the big snow belt, it doesn't mean that something can happen. It comes with a crankshaft, crank thing. You can crank it, and it can come in the back here. Gives you an idea. This is $25 that I bought, and it comes with all this, and it's waterproof, and you know yes, I love you. Yes, my cat loves you too. Oh yes, everybody. So yeah, it's pretty neat, so you can, hey, quit it, quit. I'm seeing what's out there. Hello. So hi, hi, Shroom. Well, I got this on Amazon, and I thought of people who are going through all this bad weather. And of course, it does, have a charge area. It's got the thing to put out in the sun, and it's got a light. It's got an emergency thing. It makes noise and stuff. It does all kinds of shit. So it's pretty cool. It's got, you got radio by my feet, so and it's weird, because I had one and it wasn't this nice, and a friend of mine, Crazy Christine, sent it to me. She said I had to have it. Things are going all to hell. And she went on one of her 3 months where she was gone and we didn't know where she was. So we got a radio in the mail, and I'm like, God, that's odd. Because at that time it was a hard time in my financial aspect. And I'm like, did Amazon make a mistake? No. They said it was a present. So I had this red radio for 10 years. We used it, more or less as a novelty. And it was neat, but yeah, the handle and the braking, we end up doing all kinds of stuff because these handles are just like, plastic. Yeah. Yeah, but they're nice, It lasted, I think, 10 years and then it just kaputted. So yeah, these are great to have around all the time, as I've heard of families who were really into the preparedness. All their kids had these, but I'm just saying, at least, I got one. It makes me feel safe, even though we're not in the bad area of snow and winter. It can happen here. So don't think we're not out of the the snow, because it can happen real quick. Yeah. So I got a nice thing. Oh, I do love it. See, that's why the company, so it's pretty good. It's called the Portable Outdoor Radio. So it's nice, Thank you. Hello, person out there. The third person sitting out there. Yeah, so if I were going in an area like this, I'd have each person have something like this that's already like fully 100% battery optional, it's good to go. I'm thinking I'm going to. So yeah, I couldn't believe it, you know, that it came in along with uh, my other stuff, so it's nice, All right, so I have noticed that there's a lot less chocolates on the shelf, which make me happy. Hershey's the big one for the special dark chocolate. If you get a candy bar with just that, it's 265. Uh, yeah, lead. Nice lead. We took it out of our gasoline and paint, but no problem. We'll put it in your chocolate. Yay, there's nothing like lead in the chocolate, really. So yeah, I was like floored when I heard that. Nobody's thought about it. That video is old. I mean, I bypassed that video thinking, Oh, it's nothing big, No, it is. Oh, Jesus Christ. Someone pregnant can have that and it can hurt their kid. Yeah. Yeah, electric good goes down. That's something very important. So, just look on Amazon. 'Cause the reason why I didn't put like a link and to show you this because it might be something that'll work for me, but what if you want a bigger one? I mean, you want something different or smaller. They got smaller ones, they got big ones, they got all kinds of different ones. It's a shortwave radio. I wanted it because it had the shortwave radio by my place. Yeah, and it's nice, it's just, to me, it just looks like, something cool. And I thought, well, it's pretty cool for 25 bucks. Um, like I said, it's not everybody's cup of tea. And the reason why I didn't put like a link here, this is what I have, is uh, more or less, I want you to pick. If you really want me to put a link, I'll put a link what I bought. I have no problem doing so. But they come, wow, look at it, I got this. See, if you stick it out of the box, you can just hang it up there. There you go. Look. And it doesn't come this way. So, yeah. And it is. A lot of times we don't know if our electric grid's going to hold up. So, it's always good. Some people have been known to have an electric base where they can have their TV and their certain things on. So if the grid goes down, they'll have their basics, which is their internet and their TV. Not their heat, but I mean, in some small cases, even their heat. But boy, I'm going to look into getting some battery operated things that I can, charge and use in a emergency situation. Yeah, so it's good to have that, and it's called radio. It comes in a very nice case. Like I said, if you stick the the little thing that comes with the radio, you can stick it outside the case and look, there you go. So yeah, I ordered it myself. No, I'm not being paid to push anything. I'm just telling you it's good to have a shortwave radio that is also a regular radio. You want something where you can hear on both ends because the shortwave is what it's going to be if you want to hear anything from Europe. So that's. And that's where I have, you know, thank you for everyone who stopped by. So yeah, shortwave, yeah. So here it is, we're talking about health. The best thing to do is research. If you really, really want to be healthy, you're going to have to figure out, and what we're going to do is tomorrow talk about planting crops that can sustain your family in a bad period of time. Something that if you already have food put on the side, that if you have 2 weeks to a month, that it will have a full crop. And some of the stuff I want to suggest to you will be more like 2 months, and you can have a crop of food to eat. If there's a emergency situation, that's what we're going to look on. I want to look on that. I had that all planned out, and I went to go buy the seeds, and I had to reopen a different eBay account. I don't know what happened. That is so true, shrooms. Things happen in every region, and like I tell people, uh, they tell you that you should have about a gallon of water each day for each person. And you have to also think about your animals. Your animals need food too. So a lot of the rations that they have, you cannot share with your animal. It'll stop them up. It'll gum them up. What you want to do is have extra food put off to the side so they can have that. I love the thing where they suck the air out and stuff. I order my cat's food comes with I get my pretty litter and my cat's food with it. It's really good food. My cat loves it, actually. Really loves the litter and the cat food. I'm thinking of ordering extra litter just so I can have a year of litter, because litter doesn't go bad. A year of litter put off to the side. You got to think of your animals when you're thinking of going and doing stuff. So here I have a nice blunt. I have people here. I don't know why I didn't. Okay, so here we go. We're going to light her up. I got keep at the end. I've been low on keep. I usually put it in the middle too. My friends love me. You know why? Because when it's their birthday, they get a birthday blunt. Oh yeah, this is good. Don't forget to take your daily zinc. It helps. And be careful going on the pass. Don't go fast. The reason why they put 45 is this is the reason when the wind gets whatever's happening up there, don't go fast. Don't play stupid. But my favorite thing that I've been using, and this one's marshmallow cream, is Poppy Pout. It's 100% natural. It comes in natural packaging. The packaging is on cardboard. You open it up. It's a press thing that you... Oh, it's great. And yeah, it does. It's like, great. Hi, how are you? Yes, come and join me in my blunt. I am smoking. I got a mixture of this, Girl Scout cookies, and Wowie Zowie. I buy from more than one place. Sometimes I go to the place in California, and if I forget the name, I make up a name, okay? There we go. So anyway, yeah, I plan on, we're going to be talking, well, not just talking, but yeah, my whole plan on, well, heck, let's just have oh, let me, there we go. I keep it in this now. See, it's all in a little bag so it doesn't get all over. It was for my shoes, but my shoes don't need it. Oh, dang. Let's bring the snake lady out. Let's see what she has to say about all this. Hi, I'm the snake lady. I'm telling you guys, when you go over the hump, don't think that it's like a drag race thing. It's windy out there. When they say the world is getting windy, you don't go driving 85 when you're a little crotch rocket. I don't care if it's a nice American made crotch rocket, it's a crotch rocket, and you're driving like an idiot. You play stupid games, you get a stupid prize, and you get a little helicopter ride. Hmm. Then there's you know, I don't. I'm trying to remember this. No lid in paint. No lid in any of our. Our when we buy a house that's older than 50 years old, we gotta say we understand about the lead paint, and then we took it out of our gasoline, but we put it in our food, in our chocolates. Yeah, you gotta start looking at the videos all over. I had one a while back this week, and it was talking about the Hershey's special dark chocolate. The one I'm my favorite was my favorite. The whole candy bar. Yeah, I had enough lead in it. 265 parts per million. Oh yeah, that's what you call major heartburn. I'm telling you this. That's just bad. I mean, God dang it. You got lead. Yeah, it doesn't go away. Well, I'm not far from Area 51. If they need lead, they could come over and see me. Hey, aliens, come over here. I got some lead for you. I'm not even looking at the dating perspective. I'm looking at pouring into myself because I gotta love myself because fuck. I make a good blunt. You know, you always have one friend in the group that and they're like, wow, I don't want to try it. And I go, why does it make you go crazy? You start like acting freaky weird. No, oh, you think the popo going to go after you? Oh, shoot. I remember one time we just got done going to the dispensary, me and my friend Sarah, and we decided, hey, let's go to McDonald's. And we had the dispensary bag right and you could see it all zipped up and stuff, but it was in there. And the police officer said, "Oh, you need to, put the dimmer, my little switch for my lights on." And I thought that was nice. That was nice of them. And yeah, you don't worry about that. So if you ever think, and this is what I think, that everybody with all the weird shit going on in the weird weather, if you're going to travel more than an hour away, which sometimes I do when I go to Vegas, have a radio like this. You don't know if you're going to need it. You don't know if Asshole of the Year came out and like sledgehammers you off to the side and your phone is charging and you don't have enough battery to make a call, but this is all charged up. You plug in your phone, you make that emergency call, and you get help. Bada boom, bada bing. There you go. Gotta sing. Yeah, that's right. Even my cat said so. He's sitting there looking at me. He does this little licking of his tongue. Yeah, that's his. Yeah, I see him. Num, 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 num. He just got done eating. That's why he's not bothering as much. That's right. So here I am. I'm like thinking, God dang Hershey's. I think the only one safe one, but it's a shitty brand. They just stated more or less Cadbury. That's the only one that I've seen, so I know I could be safe from lead from Cadbury. But let's see, Twix. Nope, no more Twixies for me. Oh, these brands are bad. They just like to fill us up with lead, and that's not escapable of our body. So when you're an older person like me and you go and have the special dark Hershey's special dark chocolate, you get more lead per million, quite a bit more than their other bars. Oh, and Toll House cookies, that's serving lead. My grandma never served Toll House. She said it didn't smell right. Didn't want me to have that. So one day she baked Toll House and she baked hers. I said, Toll House tastes like there's something wrong. There's like metal in it. It tasted metally. I said, it tasted like there was blood in it. Like there was metal. It just tasted metally. She threw it away. I had she got hers back in the day when organic wasn't a big thing. Buying organic meant you like paying a little more. My grandma said that the chocolate chips tasted wrong. And my grandpa said, hey, grandma says that she buys what she wants to. Something's wrong. Something's off. So my grandma started buying chocolate chips that were either from Belgium, Germany, and then we all started going, "Why are you buying these?" And they would be, of course, in the bulk things. She buy it in the bulk. We never thought nothing of it. Then we realized she knew way before it became popular. She knew something was off. So we got to start listening to our bodies. You know that? We we are so much into looking it up on WebMD and doing no. If you get up and you start urinating, you feeling painful, and you sleep around a lot and you're not using protection, you might have an STD. Because one day I was hearing one of the, I'm waiting in line and I just sometimes wish I could come in with head plug things because I hear way too much about a guy complaining to his other friend, man, who he was with and stuff. And you're like, oh lordy, Jesus Christ, the guy got an STD. Lord, man, I'm not fishing and I am so glad. Whew. It's when you think, Lord, man, I think he's like he don't need to be talking about that in public. So again, I want to talk to people about having that protection that you need, which is, of course, go on Amazon, and they got a pretty good thing going lately. They noticed that there are people who are dealing without power, even if it is below zero, that this could still charge in the sun. You got the sun. And then, of course, if you live here, it does get cold out here. I know. Trust me. It get cold. When I start at work at the chicken factory, when I start work there, I got 3 layers. That first layer's coming off. It's getting a little bit better. By the second layer, I'm getting very happy. So here it is. You got this, of course, we can charge our stuff up, and you can even charge this up. You get into a power grid area, you want to, darn thing won't open now. There we go. Oop. Yeah. And this one, if you turn it, it gets a woo, woo, woo. And I don't like the flashing lights. For someone might not be, they could have them susceptibly go into like, what was it, I knew someone who blinking lights had him go into a seizure. And I knew a queen bee at my work at a place, I'm not going to say, but it was a different place, and she knew that the alarm thing was going to go off, and it was within a 5-minute frame for to leave the building because we were doing, you know, how can I say, we were doing alarm thing, and we were told that sometime in a week we would expect to leave the building that way. Well, the one girl went all crazy and got in a big argument, and Karen and I saying that she could have had a seizure and didn't know about it. And they were told, if you have this problem, we will tell you the day and stuff and not to come in. Oh my God. It is a sin. But when you get something like this, because you could go on Amazon, the reason why I'm not suggesting this one is, first of all, I may like it, and I will suggest stuff before and put it down below, and people think I'm getting money for suggesting it. No, I'm not being paid any royalties or any money or any kickbacks or nothing. It's just something I all bought myself, and I figured I'd share and show you how, you turn it on. And let's see, and you got a compass. This is the volume, but it doesn't sound like it's doing nothing. Seeing if it'll scan. Oh, there it is. All right. So you never know when you all need to have like that security, or just even if you don't use the function of the radio and you need that port so you can charge your smartphone, you could do that. This has a big enough battery. That's why I got it this size. If you get this size or bigger, it'll charge even more stuff. You could figure out, if you run out of power all the time, what is good to do is just, there we go. Look what Amazon has. Sometimes they have deals going on like this. This was a $45 one, I think, and I got it for 25. I don't know. They got some good deals going on, so check it out, whatever fits your bill, because it's good to have some emergency so you can hear. If you have, for the moment, you're trying to figure out your power source or whatever, say you do have some backup stuff and generator, you're going to have a 3 to 4 hour period without any knowledge of what's going on. You're going to need that emergency radio. You might need more than one. I would all tell, if and usually what I do is I buy one if I like it. I buy another family member one, like my son, and go, okay, at least I know you have an emergency radio. So if I have one and I could charge my shit, you could charge your shit. Let's see what we can get emergency wise to, if we have to have internet going and certain things that we could get our house moving, that we wouldn't have to necessarily have a lot of battery power at the time. But we got to see what things go. So, yeah. So it's like this. if you really are, you all are scared of American candy, there are some good candies out there. I did suggest them. I did say, hey, these are awesome candies. I haven't tried them because they just don't have lid in them. So I ordered some. They cost me a pretty penny. I'm not supposed to get it until, Lord have mercy, the third of next month. So I'm still waiting on my candies. I mean, I couldn't believe it. The only time I'm going to get chocolate over is through Girl Scouts. I don't know what to say. I'm thinking to myself, God dang, everything is filled with lead. At least the 70s, you all have that. We got They started taking lead out of our paint and our gasoline, but boy, oh boy, we get it in our food. Boy, Valentine's Day is going to be a leadful day. Boy, if I hated someone, I'd be going up and down the aisle picking up a bunch of those heart things and going, yeah, which teacher did I hate? I always wanted to fill it with lead, but this is a whole different way. Blah boom, blah boom. Make sure you get those Hershey's, cause boy, oh boy, they love the lead. Oh yeah, all the American ones, you gotta be careful. It's all filled with lead, cause the FDA been drinking the same stuff that Pelosi's been drinking. That special Swedish type of absolute water. Yeah, that's what it's all about. FDA's been sleeping and we've been getting filled with lead. That's right. And I myself, my favorite candy bar, you know what it was? Hershey Special Dark. That was over 265 lead per. Yeah, it's just a whole lot of lead. Ooh, and I had a whole lot of those miniature ones. You get them and you get like six of them and you can make a whole candy bar type thing. Yeah, I ate a whole bunch of those all on my own. Oh, and I love my lead, I guess. Because I just love to eat. Oh, yeah, Mr. Goodbar. Oh, I'm sure that's all filled with lead. It's got certain parts of lead, and then you got Toll House cookies. Go make yourself a kid full of nice warm lead. That's right. Oh, the list goes on and on. You all just don't know it. So Valentine's Day's coming up. Boy, they need to pull all those chocolates and send it back to the companies and say, yeah, all the kids bought teachers chocolates this year. Oh yeah. How about that Hershey Special Dark Chocolate? How much lead can you give your special teacher now? Uh-huh. Yeah, you're thinking that. Yeah, you're just sitting there, the teacher, yeah, just failed Johnny. Johnny goes, hey, Mom, wouldn't it be nice if we got Mrs. Hensley some nice some dark chocolate? The one by Hershey's? Well, Johnny, I never thought of that. And then he goes, oh, yeah, let's go get it when we go grocery shopping. Yeah, you can see Johnny. He gets that whole nice big heart thing, and he's thinking, smells like lead to me. Boy, he gives it to his teacher. Yeah, she's all excited, takes it home, and realizes everybody gave her the same one. Boy, how lucky she is. Mm-hmm. And she is, yeah. Hi, Six Killer. Rosanna, Dana, be right back. Need to smoke real quick. It's freezing outside tonight and windy. And I again want to talk about the wind. So yeah, we all have in our food we now have lead. So if you really hate someone, you hate them. Oh, you better be buying up that special Hershey's dark chocolate, 265 parts per million. I have a lot of lead in my body because I thought, Hershey's doing a good thing. Wow, am I not going to be stupid and trust a big agglomerate ass hat like that? Yeah, I kept thinking, that's just helping Americans and their prosperity. It's over in Hershey, Pennsylvania, and I'm all excited. And then I realize I'm poisoning myself. Do you know what happens when you eat lead? It stays in your bladder. It causes all kinds of lovely problems. Oh, yay me. So I'm going to try different remedies. They got that dose stuff, that you take for your liver. Maybe it can help me out, even though it wasn't my liver, it was my bladder. But yeah, they can still go in your liver, I think. But anyway, you know, uh, give somebody the gift of a stuffed animal, something like that. Oh, dang! Hey, you can't. No, you can't have fun with my stuffed animal. Now leave that alone, you horny little thing. There we go. Boop. There's the stuffed animal right here. And it's free of lead, and look how darn tootin' cute it is. Ooh, hello, hello. Ooh, ooh. Yep, there's nothing like a pretty thing like this. Look at that. And it doesn't, it's just so adorable. Look at that. He's like, love me. Oh, please love me. And you could get that. That's $10 over at Wally World. A lot cheaper than the chocolates. Doesn't go on your ass and in your liver and your brain and your, yeah, it doesn't, yeah, it doesn't make you get the shakes and all that wondrous stuff. So if you're a big chocolate lover, you better start be looking over on. They got HU chocolate. They got endangered species chocolate. Those are all good. They're going to be a little more spendy. Because if you're paying $2 for a chocolate bar, it's not a chocolate bar. Because the one they have over on Walmart, their special value, they don't even call it a chocolate bar. It's an oil bar. Reese's Pieces, oh, it's got lead in. Woo, it's bad for you. Oh, yeah. Yep. It get cold. It get about 30 at night. So I'm seeing it going to be a little bit warmer at night, but not much. You ever know? You ever hear about karma? Karma. People who do bad shit and they got a karma credit card. My grandma used to tell me when I was a little tyke, you know, Omega, come here and I mean, Snake Lady, come here and let's talk about karma. When you put out bad karma, you get what my grandma used to call, you get over credit, and then when you need to pay it back, and that's not the fun part because back in my time they didn't have YouTube, now they do, and boy, there's a lot of people playing stupid games and getting stupid prizes. So karma comes out and comes to play. You do stupid shit, you get stupid prizes. And that is how karma works in my mind. If you're just, yeah, my daddy used to say if you got like, you've been bad, you're getting a lot of karma credit card payment. Now, that's where I tell people, well, maybe you need to get a higher vibration and feel happier for someone to get a promotion, or you feel happy for someone doing well. I all don't care. I really don't. As in my mind, in my heart, in my soul, I'm happy for other people. But some people get their karma credit card filled up and they get mad at people. They send bad vibes. They start rumors. They pull out rumors that are 2 years old and they think it's funny. You all don't even know. It's just some people are evil. It's just they all aren't evil. They just haven't gotten what I called the karma credit or their karma getting, a visit. So when that all happens, I'm looking on YouTube. I'm going, oh, yeah, someone's karma credit. Now, you all watch these porch pirates. You know those ones. They are like, they have them, let's say you're in an HOA and you think that's got to be, safe people with money. And they're all not going to sue because they got money, right, you all? So this kid steals and he gets pain all over himself, and his mom starts yelling. So they get the police there, and they he all admitted to the police in that he all stole. So she said she's going to have the HOA, and the police cuts in and goes, "Ma'am, you just admitted that your son stole." And then he locks him up and she's yelling at him and he goes, well, I'm going to have to, get you if you don't zip it, and she all got all upset. Ah! Yeah, she and her son, because he was a port. Now, I love people when they steal, especially when it's got the smelly stuff. They actually all put poo poo in some of these ones where the guy got it in his mouth. He's getting, going, oh, yeah. Oh, geez. Oh, man. Woo wee. I'm nice and warm and cozy. That's right. Oh, yeah. Oh, gosh. I am so sorry. So you better put some hot cocoa on. Well, I better go relight up, just get that going there. So yeah, we got lead. Oh, you better stay away from Hershey's. Oh, those things I shared, to avoid. I really mean it. Toilet paper is another thing, Bamboo toilet paper is what I bought. I said, "Oh, look at that! It's nice. It's it's $10. Yeah, it's about no. Um, Out the door, I pay about $35 for value toilet paper, which is supposedly for us ladies is not good. It causes irritation in all kinds of ways where we got bladder infections, we got other infections, and we're thinking, God dang, what's going on, What is going on is the toilet paper has chemicals that are being put in through our hoo ha, and it's not good. So I went and bought a whole different toilet paper for about $5 more than what I all pay because I really think my health is important. What in the fuck is the FDA smoking? Because they all aren't smoking weed. Because if they were, they'd be going, man, I really need to do something with that. Since I started smoking weed, I've gotten more into better health and wanting to better myself. It's when I was drinking, I just, was stupid. Oh man, I feel bad for him. I mean, if I'm super cold, I can always wear a full suit. Really. If I'm really that cold and I feel like, my coat's not doing a good deal and my lab coat's not doing a good deal, I'm going to get a full suit, and I've done it a couple times at work because it's cold. And I'm like, hey, I'm feeling good now. So I'm really, y'all just don't understand. And people don't understand the karma thing. Man, I had for years bad karma. And I couldn't figure it out. I'm telling my daddy, somebody put a hex on me. My daddy said, no, baby girl, you all got a lower vibration now. You all got that same vibration who you're with, and you don't need to be doing that. There's no being fun being a Karen and acting all that. He all been watching me on YouTube and stuff, and he said you need to delete some of this stuff. It's not positive. You need to be more positive and not act like you're a Karen. Cause yeah, it's funny to be Karen every so often when you really need it, but not when you're just being a human being. You got to be a human being. You got to step back. And then I thought, Jesus Christ, my daddy just called me a Karen. But I did bring out my inner Karen only once. That was a couple years ago. We had gotten a new mailbox. I was so proud of it. I really was. I love that mailbox. You know why? I still have it. I love the mailbox because it's big. It's about this big, and it's just tall. It's a good almost foot and a half tall. And it's just big, so I can put big packages. We don't have to worry about someone driving into our driveway, extra gas, and then dropping it off on our front porch and turning all the way around in our thing and going back out, extra gas. So we just got the big thing. We thought, well, it was pretty good. Well, the mailbox driver apparently in 1 month knocked our mailbox over 6 times. 6 times in 1 month. That's more than once a week. That's like 1 week he got it on Monday and the other on a Friday. And then the next week he got it on a. So by the next following fourth week, I just put, if you keep this up, I'm going to report you. This is getting out of hand. 6 times, I don't want to bring my inner Karen out. Thank you. And I put my full name on there, and that was how I did it. He went and changed his route. He got an easier route. My route apparently was a very hard route. hmm And that's all you do. You don't want to be abusive, say mean things, no swear words. This is a person who works for, the post office. But 6 times knocked down? Six. Oh, I was like, what the heck? I gotta go and just warn him. I don't want to bring it out. Cause bringing out Miss Karen is not never nice. Cause I hate putting it back. She's so funny though. Well, she thinks she's funny, but everyone else thinks she's a horrid bitch. So. And here this guy's thinking, I'm going to work in Florida. It never gets cold. Oh, shit, it's getting cold. Oh, crap. I knew someone who was just wanted to move to Florida. I'm not going to name any of my siblings, but it's one of my siblings wanted to move out there from California to Florida. I said, oh Lord, it's getting cold out there. This is back 20 years ago. I said, it's getting cold out there. I don't know if I'd want to move out there. Oh, I got some ideas. Yeah, you go live with those ideas. Bye-bye. Went out to Florida. Oh, yeah, I wonder how that weather's holding up with my sibling. Oh, I don't talk to that sibling. Oh, boy. Yeah. Hey, I'm sorry, but that one, oof, Lord, didn't get daddy's brains, 'cause good Lord, I got mama's brains, and I'm glad I didn't get her brains. I left them over for my fantastical sibling. So if you want to stay away from lead, stay away from Hershey's and all those big conglomerate names they go got lead. No longer in our paint or no longer in our gas tank in our vehicle, but it is in our chocolates. American chocolates just got a whole lot funnier. You go and you buy a chocolate bar by Hershey's dark chocolate, you think you're doing something well for you. Oh, that's a bad boy of that wonderful lead. We may have taken it out of our paint and our gasoline, but we haven't taken it out of that. That's 265 parts per million. That's right. Stay away from that. I warn people when I can. You gotta stay away from that. It's got way too much lead. Do you know what that does for an unborn? Any form of lead for an unborn child is bad. Any. So I ordered from the Safe Pick that I watched the video and I shared. It's not down there, but I do share it on my social pages and stuff. So I will again have, I will share it again. I will make a short and put that in because it is very important to know that there are safe chocolates and there are really horrible stuff to stay away from Toll House. Trader Joe has their own brand, the dark chocolate. Oh, it's 172, I think. Yeah, parts per million of course, lead. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, you think you're going to Trader Joe's? Oh, their coffee. Stay away from Trader Joe's. Just walk away, go to Sprouts. Sprouts has some of the best stuff. You all, Sprouts. I have not heard them get anything on the list. And some of this stuff comes from Consumer Reports. And I don't think they've changed their chocolate recipe from 2022. They probably upped it, hoping to sell other nice leaded chocolates. God dang, think about that. If you bought your teacher that dark Hershey's, dark chocolate Hershey's, oh yeah, boy, she going to be getting a lot of that. Boy, all those kids that really piss her off. Yeah, Six, I tell you, if you know somebody who's elderly or who is pregnant, tell them to stay away from all the chocolates that are big conglomerate companies in the United States. Stay away from, really. There's some chocolates that is because the FDA is so lax, and this should never happen. The FDA should be the hardest thing for anybody. Somebody's got to be paying somebody off. Like I said, they're doing the same thing that Pelosi's been doing for years, drinking that Swedish water. And it's Absolute or Sky. And I don't get it. I just don't get it. Hershey's has been one of the biggest candy bars from World War II as showing freedom. Wow. No, it's meant lead. Hey, Not only could you, Hershey's, help you in your lead. That's right. I don't just have a lead, I ate it. So this special dark chocolate. So anyway, say you want to feel, fresh, you don't feel like to be bogged down with deodorants. Um, this is a natural way, but I'm going to be honest with you. If you're really working hard and sweating, I still feel that you should use some form of deodorant. Uh, you know, I'm trying to find the itty bitty one deodorant that I use, but yeah, I ordered recently from this company, and it's taking a while, over a week, because I ordered last Saturday, and I'm like, okay, this is taking a lot longer, So I looked online because I use Shopper, and Shopper will tell me, how long it's taking. Usually when it's near to finish, because I haven't been watching it, usually just takes a week. It's taking longer than a week. And I'm thinking to myself, our that's in California supposedly. And I'm thinking to myself, are they having problems with truck drivers and freights already? And that's only in California. That's our neighbor. I'm in Nevada, and it's in California. So I'm thinking, are we having uh, problems with trucks getting from California to Nevada? Yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, if I'm going to have to deal with this. It'll take, I'm thinking, a second week the way it's going, because I'm like, wow, they must be having some type of problem. So if you order certain type of makeup, and I know they do have an Ella store over here in Vegas. Next time I'll just go to Vegas to the store. Goodness gracious. I just hate, I like getting that in a package, and, it makes me feel special. I got my toilet paper, my bamboo toilet paper, which was really, after tax and everything, I realized it was only $5 difference. So I ordered some bamboo toilet paper. They, they come in the rolls that are wrapped up, and it's paper free toilet paper that is 100% natural, free of dyes, perfumes. That's what you need. You don't need the. Why do we need to put perfume up our hoo hoo? You know? What? So, yeah, I got bamboo toilet paper. But everyone is different. If you buy in bulk and the cheap stuff. But I'm good. Yeah. So at home, I realized I really used a lot of it, and I go, well, my stuff's super cheap. So I thought to myself, well, I'll just try this. I forget what the name brand was, but it was pretty good. It was pre wrapped. I thought, ooh, it makes me feel spendy, but it's not. No, And I also want to say here again, you know, I'll show you. I got this. Yeah, I got this for 25 bucks. I thought, wow, this is a pretty good deal, you know, because it says you can, yeah, deodorant. And it's natural. The only things on there is parsley leaf and peppermint leaf. So if you eat daily parsley and peppermint leaf, guess what? You're eating natural stuff. Okay, now I got this, and a lot of people, you hear about them dealing without power. You turn the power on. You know, you got your radio mode. It says radio mode. You got, it says scan, so you can scan it. Where you turn for the volume, my cat's licking me. I don't know what that is, but radio mode. And it also has, like, you know, where you can get your sunlight, you know, for your this. You got the crank. And then you have the flashlight. Yeah, here's a light. Ooh, that's pretty good. And you can use, you know, got the antenna. So it's really neat. So yeah, I got it for 25 bucks, you know. But it would be something I would suggest a family to get, more than one, especially if it, like the back here, like I showed people, you know, it does have where you can charge items, where you can charge the items there. Yeah, it is. It is. I'm just excited about this. Usually I don't stay on this long, but I figure, you know, I slept most of the day. I have been sleeping. Oh my gosh. I've been tired. I think stress. Yeah. But you ever hear of karma, you know? Yeah. And I don't know why it comes out to play when you least expect it, you know? I used to joke about that. My grandma used to say, karma always comes out to play, especially when your credit card gets filled up. And I go, what do you mean? Well, she said, it's like, you know, you have a credit limit. Say your credit limit is $500. And she said over at where she would shop when she was first married, over at Country Boy over in Colton, California, she would go shopping there, and she had a credit limit, and by the end of the week she'd pay off what was owed, and go on. Well, some people didn't do that. They paid it once a month, and sometimes it got so big that they never fully paid it off, and they wouldn't be allowed to use it until they paid it off. Yeah, up, yeah. It's the radio of the future. No, I'm joking. So anyway, when you're dealing with credit, some people have to pay off their credit before they can use the good credit again, or you get that good thing going on. They gotta raise their vibration. And I always thought, well, how can you vibrate higher? How can you, I couldn't understand that, you know. But yeah, you gotta raise your vibration. So health wise, it's better to think happiness towards other people. Matter if they're sending you the stink eye and telling everybody lies about you. It is what it is, you know. They keep doing that, though. It's karma comes and gets them. You don't have to do nothing. You just sit back and, like I always tell people, yeah, I may not be telling them so much now, but yeah, and sometimes you just sit back on your own and eat your own popcorn and watch the show. And you're going, well, it's not my deal. I didn't do it. So here's some more weed. I'm excited to tell you that if you really hate someone, send someone a Hershey's bar of any kind that Hershey makes or any of those big, large conglomerates. Trader Joe makes a dark chocolate in all fames and form, and it's just high in lead, too. Boy, oh boy, you could just serve that all around. Those teachers be getting all that organic shit, huh? And keep tea tree in your pantry. It's good antiseptic in a pinch. Really. It helps with a lot of stuff, including bug bites. You know, you want to keep buggies away? Tea tree. And it's awesome. SX Secret sells a great bunch of, I sells tea tree and jojoba oil. So yeah, I think that with all the weird weather, even though if you're on the West Coast and there's not been any bad weather, especially if you've been here in southern Nevada and you're going, well, the weather's been a little bit colder, but this coming week it's supposed to warm up to 70 degrees. So that's nice. And then at night, instead of it being, 25, 30, it's going to be in the 40s. That's nice. That's springtime. We don't get that kind of weather until almost April. So for right now, we're getting like the nice weather. That's where you go on Facebook and you tell all those people, I hope all those people who are cold and whatever going on, that they're all safe, and sound and warm. Then you go, by the way, and then you tell people, and by the way, it's going to be 70 this coming week. Yeah. So anyway, I am going to close up for now. Thank you for helping me, Six Killer, moderate my room. Uh, I am going to go and watch. I don't know. I've been watching Ancient Aliens, and I still have it going in the background, just at a low volume. My cat's bugging me because this is his spot where he sits. So, everyone, have a wonderful Saturday evening. Be safe. Don't be the idiot that wants to drive 10 miles faster over the hump in Pahrump because it's not worth it. Take your time. 45 miles an hour is put out there for a reason, not for looks or decoration. It's a reason. All right. Yeah. And you do stay warm, Six Killer. Thank you.